Vince Fabra's neighborhood, specifically his garage. We are coming to you live from my cleaned out garage. How's it look, everybody? How you think? Feel good? The woos you're hearing are the neighbors from my street, the people that we've been surviving quarantine with, and we finally cleaned our garage and said, hey, we're just troubleshooting right now on the audio real quick. Finally cleaned out our garage and said, let's have some fun in here. And so we're having a live comedy show from here. That shoulder that's creeping into the frame right there, that's my main man, Henry. Henry, why don't you drop in, say hello?
That's me.
Yes.
Yeah, Henry.
I have no idea how to plug wires into things, so I needed Henry's help. And Henry, just describe the setup that we've got going on right now.
I bought a ton of wires for this. I can connect any components to another type of thing.
That's right. That's right. Henry is one half of the sketch group called Nameless Numberhead. We are running this through their YouTube channel, so definitely want to plug their YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button. Like, subscribe, get in there. Also, they got a Patreon. Maybe we'll throw up the little Patreon so you know. Yeah, let's do it now. I want them to know.
Let's get it now.
There it is. Nameless Number Patreon, giving you some Patreon subscribers exclusive access to their hilarious comedy. But as for Vince Fabra's neighborhood, what you're going to see is you're going to see some stand-up comedy from some of my favorites that I've been performing with for a very long time. You're going to see some neighbors that I've got planned to maybe do a little bit of segment, maybe teach you how to do some fun things in your neighborhood. And also, you never know who's going to drop in on Vince Fabra's neighborhood. We might have some... Whoa!
Whoa!
It's Grandma, everybody! Give it up for Grandma! This is Grandma. She lives 4 doors down from me. Grandma, what are you doing here?
Well, I saw the lights and I thought I'd come out to see. I saw that the lights were indeed from people, so I brought over some cookies.
Oh, Grandma bringing the baked goods. Grandma, I appreciate
Grab yourself
that.
a cookie, Vincey.
These are homemade treats.
These are homemade. I learned this recipe from the Pennsylvania Amish.
Is that right?
Everything here, it's 1 or 2 ingredients. They're very simple people. It's about oats, it's about flour, it's about water, it's about gratitude.
Yeah.
It's the cream inside is just flour and water. It's a simple substance. They're delicious. I'll pass them out to everybody. You're gonna love them.
Grandma, I appreciate the thought and the sentiment. I feel like you're handing me a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie right here, trying to pass it off as something homemade. You don't have to do that. It's very thoughtful for you to think of us in any capacity.
Listen, I'm shocked and appalled. You would think that I've been to a grocery store in the last 10 months.
Yes.
I clearly baked these myself, home alone in my home, and this is an old Amish trick. You put the hot cookie between 2 pieces of plastic and you let a horse drag them through the desert and they seal themselves up.
Okay. What do you call this delicacy, this little treat here?
I call these God's gift of the oat.
Grandma, may I have a bite?
Please do. I mean,
Get in here.
I hope you describe them so well that I get mauled when I leave here tonight, that everybody just wants one so bad because I made them so nice.
That tastes a lot like a oatmeal cream pie from Little Debbie's, I gotta be honest.
Well, you know what? I don't know Little Debbie. I don't know Medium Debbie. I don't know Large Ass Debbie. I mean, all these Deborahs working on, maybe they went to an Amish community and they stole from the people.
That's possible. Grandma, let me ask you this. When you make these treats for your family, your grandkids, how do they respond? Do they like these?
Vince, I don't have grandkids.
Why do we call you Grandma?
Because that's my name.
Your first legal name is Grandma.
Yeah. My grown-ass adult parents had me put Grandma on my birth certificate, and I've been living my life this way ever since.
How do you feel like, has being named Grandma your entire life as your first name, has that affected you in any way?
Absolutely. How could it not, man? I'm 17.
Oh, wow. Grandma.
I invited you to my Sweet 16 last year.
I thought that was a retirement party. Grandma.
Come on, Vince. I thought we were closer neighbors than that. I brought cookies for everybody because I'm a 17-year-old at home for months.
Okay. How are you okay? I know you're 4 doors down. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be so loud. Are you okay with this production that's happening here?
I'm fine if you're fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
What do you say we keep the show rolling?
I would love to do that.
Do you love stand-up comedy?
It's the only reason I have Netflix.
All right. Grandma. All right, Grandma. Help me introduce our first stand-up comedian. His name is Evan Burke. Could you ask my neighbors live here in person and the people on the stream, say please give it up for Evan Burke.
Fellow neighbors and everyone out there in Cyberland, would you please give it up for Evan Burke?
Evan Burke, everybody.
Who wants the cookie?
Yes, give it up for Grandma. Give it up for Vince Fabra, nameless numberhead. You guys for coming out in this great neighborhood. It's great to be here, guys. It's great to be back in the low country. I don't live in Charleston anymore. I love it, though. I drove in. And on my way in, I stopped at a Love's truck stop. Y'all know about a Love's truck stop?
Oh, yeah.
Man, those bathrooms are a mess in there. Oh, my God. I stopped in there just because I had to use the bathroom. And I walk in, and I saw a dude shaving at the urinal and a guy peeing at the sink. I was like, you guys need to switch this up. There was a trucker in there, half naked. He thought this was the bathroom with the showers. I'm like, no, you need to use a different bathroom. But I was at the urinal using the bathroom, and some Mexican dude was trying to break $1 in the bathroom so that he could buy a 50-cent condom from the bathroom. And I was so confused by this. He's just walking around trying to break $1 in the bathroom. I couldn't tell if this dude was like down on his luck and needed money, or if he was just trying to brag that he was about to bang something in the parking lot. I'm like, dude, you're at a Love's. You can go to the cashier. I literally have my hands on my penis right now, and you're asking for money for a condom. But he was desperate, and I didn't have any change, but there was this older white dude, cowboy hat, belt buckle, and he had change for him. And he gave him the change, and he goes, good luck, buddy. And I thought that was awesome. You know, everyone wants to say we're living in a divided country. You know, people can't get along. But here we have a Mexican dude. He's in need. We have this big white dude. He comes and helps out. It's not a divided country. People are helping each other out. So I thought this was cool. So on the way out, I went up to that white dude, and I was like, hey, man, that's pretty cool what you did back there. And he goes, anything to get those Mexicans from stop having babies. And I was like, that's not what I was looking for. I'm about to get out of here. That is not what I was looking for. Guys, I like to think I'm smart. I'd like to think I'm intelligent. I'm constantly reminded I'm not. Like, am I the only person that thought when someone said they had a cousin twice removed, you thought that meant that twice that cousin had been kicked out of that family? Like, I thought it was a bad thing. I thought every time your cousin went to jail, one more seat removed from the family, and 3 times you're out. Like, that's what I thought. I just don't know things. I'm from the South, so my parents always just got words and phrases wrong, and it always just rubbed off on me. Like, even to this day, whenever my dad has beef with somebody, he says he has a hard-on for that person. He'd be like, you see Bill the neighbor? Dude just got a new truck. Got a pretty big hard-on for that guy, and it's not going away anytime soon. He's been rubbing me the wrong way recently. And I was confused. It sounded like he was rubbing my dad the right way. I'm like, I don't know what you mean by this. But that messed me up, you know. In high school, my girlfriend and I, we were making out. And she was like, ooh, Evan, do you have a hard-on right now? And I was like, for you? Never. Ugh, I'm not hard at all, matter of fact. I do have a hard-on for your mom, though, if you want to talk about hard-ons. I mean, this 7 p.m. curfew has got me busting at the seams. And I just wanted to let you know about that. I did. I get words and phrases wrong all the time, and I hate getting called out for it, because then it just makes me feel stupid. Like the other day, I got called out for using the word ostentatious to describe somebody from Austin, Texas, and it's not what that means at all. I thought it was Spanish. I thought it was ostentejas. Texans don't like them when you call them ostentatious. Just want to go ahead and let you guys know that. It's not popular. Any Jews in the crowd tonight? Where my Jews at? All right, there we go. Rule number 1, sir, never out yourself, okay? You saw the response, and there's not that many of us out here. It's 2020. We all have a reason to be afraid. Kanye West is Jesus now. Did you guys see this? Kanye West is Jesus. This is very exciting stuff. I mean, there's videos of him holding Sunday service. He's walking on water. He married a Kardashian. I heard Jesus loved to do that, you know? I heard he loved big booties. I think this is great for Jews, Kanye West being Jesus. I think it's great. Because for a long time, people blamed the Jews for killing Jesus, and now that Kanye West is Jesus, those same people are like, Jews might have had a point. You know what I mean? Ugh. That never feels good coming out. It doesn't. Well, let's be real. If Jesus had said something like slavery is a choice, we would have been like, all right, dude, get out of here. Get out of here. We can't have that. I love how we're in this neighborhood. I love this neighborhood. You guys live in this neighborhood. Give it up for you guys for getting out of an apartment. Oh man, I cannot live in an apartment. I'm looking for a new place to live, and it will not be an apartment because I ruined my last situation. I got a story for y'all, so strap in. This was before COVID. Pre-COVID, I had a job that required me to travel, and I had this assignment where it was like, I had a flight at 6 a.m., I was going to land at 9, I had to be at an event at 11, event's done at 3, I'm back at the airport at 5, I'm home for America's Got Talent. You know what I mean? Like one of those, no room for error, someone else paid for this flight, like don't mess this up. And so I'm worried, right, 6 a.m. flight, I got to wake up at like 4, like I'm 3, I'm worried that I'm not going to wake up in time. So I set my alarm, I wake up in time, I take a shower, and I don't know about you guys, but flight protocol for me, doesn't matter the time of my flight, the context of it, I'm going to smoke a little CBD before I go to the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I'm going to smoke as much CBD as I possibly can. So I smoke some CBD, and we're feeling great, and I'm like, you know what? I got plenty of time. I feel good. I call the Uber. It says the Uber's going to be here in 5 minutes. I'm like, you know what? Let me meet this dude downstairs. So I go to exit my apartment, and what I did was I turned the knob and tried to unlock the door at the same time. I couldn't open up the door. I'm like trying to redo it. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, how high am I? Did I forget how doors work? Like, what is going on right now? The door would not open. So I'm confused. But the Uber driver calls me. He's like, sir, I'm downstairs. Now I'm in an apartment, and I'm on the 2nd floor, and my apartment overlooks the street. I have a balcony. I see my Uber driver. And so I'm like, sir, this is a little weird, but like, I'm trapped in my apartment. And without hesitation, this guy goes, are you being held captive? Like, I don't know what was going on in the community at the time, but that was his first response. And I was like, dude, I don't know, actually. I don't know what's going on the other side of the door yet. I have no idea. But I see you, sir. I have an idea. Can I throw you down my keys? Can I buzz you into my apartment? Can you come up and try and use my key and unlock me out of my apartment? Somehow, 3:45 a.m., this guy agrees. There are saints among us, and they come in the form of Uber drivers named Saeed. I mean, this guy was a gift from God. So he comes in, he comes up, I hear him trying to get me out. He can't get me out of the apartment. So he's like, sir, I did everything I could, but I can't get you out. I was like, I appreciate this, but I need my keys back. Do you mind going back downstairs, throwing me up my keys? Ugh, I don't want to say this dude had a bad arm, but this dude could not get my keys back up to me. For like 10 minutes, this dude is playing catch with himself, with my keys, 3:45 a.m., and my keys were on one of those lanyard things, you know what I mean, like lifeguards have, like you can spin it. His first attempt, he tried to spin it, it went behind him, farther into the street than closer to my apartment. So then he keeps trying to get it up there, but again, it's on like a lanyard, right? So it's like parachuting back. There's wind resistance. He can't get it up. Finally, I had to give this dude a pep talk. I'm like, God, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. You got this. Grab it by the middle. Throw it up. He finally gets it up, and I'm like, dude, I appreciate this. You know what? Swipe the ride. I'm in the car. Do a trip around the block. I'll tip you. But I'm still locked in my apartment. Like I'm like, what do I do now? So next step, call a 24/7 locksmith. I call a 24/7 locksmith. None of them answer. I got no room for error. I got no time for this. I'm moving on. So then I'm like, what do I do now? Let me call 911. Is this emergency? Kind of. It's an emergency, non-emergency. Who do you call then? 311. So I call 311. I go, 311, here's the 411. I am trapped in my apartment, and I don't know what to do. And without hesitation, the woman on the line goes, are you being held captive? Like, there was something going on. And I don't know what it was. So she goes, sir, no problem. I've already dispatched the fire department. They're on their way. Now, I have a history with my local fire department because a couple weeks earlier, I smelled gas. I called them. They came out. They did not smell gas, and they gave me a ticket for a false alarm. So I was like, this is not This is not good. So before I get off the phone with her, the fire department, I hear sirens. They brought 2 trucks. I was like, now you're just mocking me. You guys just hate me. So I buzz them in. They come up, and they start trying to use a crowbar to get me out. They can't get me out. So they just start axing down my door. They take an axe. It's 4 a.m., so now the whole neighborhood is away from the fire trucks. The whole apartment building is away from the axe. My roommates are out. The fire department walks in, and I forgot to hide the bong. They were like, dude, really? Like, you couldn't hide the bong? I was like, there's a lot going on in here right now. And so we're all just standing around, and I just grabbed my bag, and I was like, well, I got a plane to catch, so I'm going to leave y'all with this door. And I tried to get out of there as fast as I could. I hit the elevator, tried to go down before the fire department. Slow elevator. I had to ride the elevator down with the entire fire department. And I could just tell from the energy in that elevator that those dudes had pulsing hard-ons for me. And it was not going to go away anytime soon. Thank you, guys. I am Evan Burke, and this is Vince Fabra's Neighborhood.
Hey.
So donate to the Venmo. There's a Venmo link. Donate to the Venmo. Thank you guys so much.
Hey! Keep it going for Evan Burke, everybody. Keep it going for Evan Burke. Love that guy, man. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. We do have a Venmo. If you're enjoying the show so far, please go ahead and donate to @NeighborVince on Venmo. The HOA is fining us for a lot of these violations right now. So in order for us to pay down these HOA fines, we need you to donate to @NeighborVince on Venmo. And I'd also like to pay my very talented friends for their time and talents. Here's a reminder, just like this Venmo reminder. Here's a reminder for our neighbors out here, and maybe some of you neighbors out there. Henry, if you could kick it to the neighborly reminders vid.
Oh,
This fall, remember to put your yard trimmings and fallen leaves into brown yard bags, which can be found at Home Depot, Lowe's, and Costco. Or come find me. I got one for you. Remember that your green trash can will be picked up every Thursday, and the blue recycle bin will be picked up every other Wednesday. Our next recycle day, November 25th. Lastly, just remember that kids live on this street, so don't be driving all fucking fast. You'll regret it if you do, because I'm going to come find your car and I'm going to punch out your tire. You think I'm joking, you piece of shit? Test me, dude. Don't speed on my street. Don't speed on my street. Henry, if I could just get you to lean in real quick. Let's talk about that video.
let's just talk about it real
I
quick.
feel like that video.
Let me get this Venmo information. There we go.
I feel like that video is like a 57-second snapshot into my personality.
Yeah,
Like
I think so.
friendly, a little bit cheesy, but like a bubbling rage just beneath the surface. You know what I'm saying?
You love what you do. You love where you are. If you cross,
But if you
Fabra,
fucking cross Vince Fabra,
it's gonna get dark.
it's gonna get dark. Yeah. How do you feel? Like, are you? Because you're the same guy. Same. You're
Sure,
very.
yeah,
You're friendly. You're kind of cheesy sometimes, if you don't mind me saying. You're a sweet guy.
I think the dad element brings that out in
Yeah.
you, right? The unnecessary rage for
Yeah.
very mundane things,
Absolutely.
like speeding
Yeah.
or like traffic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
If I'm running late to daycare, which I am every day.
Yeah. Yeah. You made me late the other day.
I did make you late the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We didn't share this little detail. This is a great little detail. Our children go to the same daycare.
Mm-hmm.
And the very first time that I saw you at the pickup line, we had this like back and forth exchange.
Yeah.
My 3-year-old is like, who's that? I was like, that's my friend Henry. Now, every day, my 3-year-old freaking loves Henry, dude.
She's my best bud.
Dude, Henry is this close to uncle status with my 3-year-old, bro. He's like Uncle Henry. He's almost there. My 1-year-old hates you, though.
Yeah.
man.
No.
Yeah, she
And
can't.
we got a lot of repairing to do.
She can't
you know?
stand you, man.
Some things
yeah.
were said,
Yeah.
and some lines were crossed.
I know, yeah. You know what you did.
We're gonna get back on the right track.
If my 1-year-old woke up right now, she's sleeping right above us. If she woke up right now, figured out how to climb out of her crib, doesn't know how to do that yet, walk downstairs, unassisted, you know what I'm saying, by herself, open that door over there,
We'd all be.
which she can't do yet, but if she figured out how to do it, if she saw Henry, she'd say, what the hell is this guy doing here?
Right.
And it would be an ugly sight.
It's all right. We get.
But the 3-year-old loves you. Your Uncle
and
Henry.
that feels like a win.
It's a
It
win.
feels like a win.
All right, back out.
All right.
All right, cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. That is, if all, hey,
That was silly old thing.
if you knew the setup we were shooting for and that this was the setup we settled for, you wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah.
You would have no idea. You would have no idea that this is the
Unnecessary
setup that we
yeah.
settled for. All right. Hey, Grandma dropped in. This next neighbor, I want to bring her in because on the street earlier this summer, we had a wine and design that was just a really fun outing for all of the neighbors. Here to teach you how you can do the same thing in your neighborhood is Tess. Give it up for my neighbor, Tess, everybody. Tess, come on in, join us. Give it up for Tess. You know her. You love her. It's Tess, everybody. Tess, have a seat, babe. You look gorgeous as ever, Tess.
Thank you.
So great to see you.
Thank you, Vince. It's great to see you.
Yes, before we tell the live streamers how they can do a wine and design on their street, talk about the wine and design that we had on our street.
Okay, so we hosted a small and intimate but cosmically incredible wine and design on the street. And it was just really soul affirming on how spectacular everyone did because they brought their own wine and they really brought their own souls to the canvas. It was so funny. We tried not to use too many red hues because one too many time the water glass gets mixed up with the rosé and that's never fun.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You don't want to be drinking your paint or painting your drink.
I drank the paint. It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. And Tess, that night we were doing a peacock design, which I think you have yours here.
I did.
Yes, go ahead and show that to the camera here.
As you can see, it's got a fiery yellow background, but it's a strong blue bird.
That's right. That is exactly what you're looking at.
I heard peacock.
Oh, it's Brandon. It's Brandon. It's Tess's husband, Brandon.
Oh, great.
Come on in. Have a seat. Brandon.
Brandon's here.
Brandon. Come on in. Hey, man.
All right. Tess.
Have a seat.
No, come on in, Brandon.
All right.
Hey, Brandon, you participated in the wine design that night.
I was.
Tell us a little about your peacock, man.
It was exciting. I've never used orange is a very bold color for me,
That's right. That's right.
and I found it very thrilling. Very thrilling. It was just amazing. And then being with my lovely wife and drinking wine. What a blast!
And all of our great neighbors.
All the neighbors were there, and I was like,
I tell you, you walk down this street, you look in every garage, there's a peacock hanging. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time at the wine design.
Yeah, I had too much wine. If I told you that I love you, I mean it. But
Yeah.
But-
We all did, and no one drank too much.
No one drank too much. We all kept it great. So, Tess, real quick, I mean, before we get into how the live viewers can do their wine and design, talk about the similarities and the differences between yours and Brandon's painting.
No, everyone did such a great job, but what I find so interesting is that there isn't a single similarity between me and Brandon's.
Really? It's completely different?
I mean, like, I went to art school. It's like I just look at them and I'm like, where were we? Were we at the same place? It's like so funny that like they're not even similar to me.
I mean, if they are. I mean, I don't know.
It's like I saw everyone else. I was like, everyone agreed on Peacock, right, Brandon?
They're very,
Where are
very,
you, hun?
they're very, very similar. They're
If
very
you had to
similar.
say that Brandon's peacock was a different type of animal, what animal is it if it's not a peacock?
I don't know, like a comfortable couch.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what is that? Is that a dig at me? Is that my old comfortable couch?
No, like I mean, like how would you even know what a peacock looks like? It's not like we go anywhere.
We went to Orangeburg the other day because like I said before, orange is a very exciting color.
That's
And
right.
that was a hike. That was an hour drive, and then she drove back because I get tired if I drive more than 35 minutes. But wow.
It's normal.
Okay.
I hear that complaint a lot.
Listen, I feel like there's a debate here, and maybe we should squash it so that your evening and maybe even your marriage could move on and move forward from this. So if everyone checks the neighborhood group me, let's just vote on it. I threw a poll into the neighborhood group me. Which peacock do you prefer? Do you prefer Brandon's peacock or do you prefer Tess's peacock? Let's just vote, get a quick poll, and then we can settle it so you can move on and stop being so competitive
pretty much
as a
live
couple.
chat as well.
Yeah, put it in the live chat as well. Live chat. Which peacock do you prefer,
the
Brandon
same.
or Tess's peacock?
They're exactly the same.
They're not even close to being the same, Brandon.
It's the same thing.
They're not. I don't even know where you were that
We
night.
traced.
Wait,
we traced it.
wait, hold on,
Because you were
hold
probably
on.
your phone.
I'm wearing an earpiece that you cannot see, and I'm hearing that we have breaking news from our Peacock election headquarters. Let's go live to Henry at the Peacock election headquarters.
Hey Vince, thanks. Yeah, we're starting to get some early numbers in here for our Peacock Off or our Cock Off 2020. Tess and Brandon in a really tight race here with our Peacock paintings. Now let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Tess's cock looks to be a little bit lighter in the colors, some light greens, some whites, some more impressionist style, post-impressionism in the style of a Van Gogh or maybe a Monet, as where Brandon's cock is a little harsher with the deep dark greens and the harsh lines in more of a Rococo style, a contemporary romantic or a neoclassical, if you will. So we're going to see a lot of very strong opinions about each of these cocks, and we're going to take a look at some of the early polling data coming in. So as you can see, these voting blocks, very passionate. We've got neighbors with degrees. A huge voting block in the neighborhood typically can sway a race if they are organized. This year, not so much. It looks like about 50.3%. So we're not going to see a huge differential there. We may change as we get more of the live stream votes. Obviously, the early voting, the group me's are already in there as the live stream votes continue to filter in. So this could tip. Now our street parkers, as opposed to our traditional driveway parkers, we saw a lot of early enthusiasm in this group, but we've kind of dropped off here, 47.8%. The street parkers are typically confident. They don't give a shit about where they park, especially not in the designed parking area. So you're going to see a lot of strong opinions here. Lastly, our front porch grillers, as opposed to our backyard or our patio grillers. There is huge momentum in this group. I mean, take a look, 57.6%. I mean, this is just blowing away our numbers from even 2 years ago. A lot of change to the front porch grilling. They want to showcase their operation. They want to show off their marinades, the things they're cooking. They want to get those smells into the neighborhood as quickly as possible. And so they're going to let you know from the front porch. Now we'll see how this goes again as our polling comes in. I will tell you that most of my pages are blank, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but we are taking a look at these cocks. We're going to keep you posted as we get more dumps of votes. It's Cock Off 2020. Vince, back to you.
Thank you, Henry. And be sure to break in if you have any final projections on who the winner of the Cock Off 2020 is. Tess, Brandon, just want to talk to you. It's a tight, contested race. How do you feel about the way that the group me is shifting? How do you feel about the live stream votes that are coming in right now?
I just think it's really interesting that anyone who has spent any amount of time maybe on a college campus can see that mine is good.
And I heard there was free beer here. So I didn't know this was a competition.
It's really not. It just kind of turned in that way. It felt like it had to be.
It is, though.
Vince, can I break in here?
You can break in.
Hey, yeah, Vince, sorry to jump in here, but we just got a huge dump of votes in, and we are able to now project that Tess will be the winner of Cock Off 2020. That last block of votes, the street parkers really came through to push her over the limit. So we can project Tess as the winner of the Cock Off. Tess's cock will be winning this, and the neighborhood has shown their support of Tess's cock. She beat Brandon's cock by a large margin, and so we are able to close this race. Wow, Vince, what a cock off. Back to you.
Thank you, Henry, for your election coverage there in the Cock Off headquarters. Tess, your cock is the best on the street, so...
It's like I knew that it was, but it's like just to hear it is so validating to me.
And Brandon, you seem to be the loser in this decision. Will you accept the results of this election?
I mean, yeah, I don't care. I got wine and a painting out of it. I don't care.
Brandon, go home and preheat the oven.
Okay.
Brandon, sounds like
Celebrating.
sounds like you have to go home and preheat the oven. We'll see you later, Brandon. And congrats one more time to Tess, everybody. Congrats one more time to Tess.
We did it!
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming by, Tess. Let's get a wine and design for the fall.
Love to.
We would love to. All right, see ya. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We're going to kick it over to our second stand-up comedian of the evening. One of my favorites, a Charleston favorite, good friend of mine. Give it up for Bill Davis, everyone. Give it up for Bill Davis.
All right, I don't know about Charleston favorite, but that'll be great. I'm going to break the fourth wall right off the bat. This is not a real brick
Come
wall.
on, Bill.
It's not. We're not on the Upper East Side. We're in vinyl boxes in West Ashley. That's fantastic. Oh, God, it is so good to be back in Charleston. I just got back from New York, and everyone was like, oh, you're from South Carolina. You must be a racist. I was like, that's not why I'm a racist. No, that's not true. It is good. It's good to be back here in town. I don't know if you noticed, because I wear a pattern, but I'm a fat guy. I'm a big girl, full-figured, Rubenesque, Zoftig, if you will. And but I had some good news. Last year, get ready for an applause break, I lost 134 pounds. Give me a round of applause for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's like losing 2 Guatemalan children at the border and not having to walk through Mexico. That was fantastic. That was so good. Unfortunately, this year, I found 60 pounds. I found 60 of the pounds I lost. It's like the terrible kid came back. It's weird. I had all this extra skin from losing all that weight. You know, and it's like, I just stretch out. It's like when I throw myself off the Cooper River Bridge, not if I throw myself off the Cooper River Bridge. Because I have major depression and ADD, which means I can never focus long enough to remember why I want to kill myself. But when I do throw myself off the Cooper River Bridge, my skin's going to go like one of those squirrels, and I'm just going to float down to the harbor, right? I'm going to impact with the same force as a plastic grocery bag. Remember those from 2 months ago? We had those. That's great. I'll just hit like that. My fat will cowl forward and create an airtight seal, and then I'll fart and shoot myself like a hovercraft across the harbor, just like... So I thought with all this extra skin, there's got to be a burn victim going, yes! And I hope she likes fur, because it's a nightmare. I went and looked at the surgery. It's called a peniculectomy. Don't say that with me. Peniculectomy. And what they do is they take a 4-inch strip out of, and then I was worried, because I have a huge chest piece tattoo, right? You know, it's just, you can't tell because I wore this, I got it in a t-shirt, and it says pedophile. And it was a gift from the church, and it was more of a brand, but I wanted to know what it would look like with 4 inches taken out of the middle. So I shoved my man boobs together. Eyes are up here, Henry. Eyes are up here. Good. All right. So I shoved it together like the back of a Mad magazine, and it just said Philly. And I was like, close enough. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
It's weird. I've been on this really slow yo-yo. I've been like I remember last year when I got on the scale back in July, and for the first time in 12 years, the first number was a 2, and I was ecstatic. And then I realized there were still 4 numbers. It was still a big girl, but it's better than the 3 letters I used to get. You know, ERR. You know, what I mean, like one of you two got to get up off of me. Best thing about diabetes, half off shoe sales. So as I go up and down the scale, I'm cheap. I keep all my old belts. Like this one right here, I just keep cutting it and putting new holes. But I still have some that are even smaller and some are longer. But I'm not gonna, they're $19 down at Field and Stream, and I just throw them on the floor of my closet. And I've got so many belts on the floor of my closet, it looks like the Cobra scene from the first Indiana Jones movie, right? It's like, I have to shut the door. It scares the bejesus out of the cat at night. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's when I've lost this weight, and all these girls that I've known forever, these ladies now, come up to me like, oh my God, you look fantastic. And what they really mean is, oh, you look better, but still a hard no. So, anybody know who's president this week? Has that been figured out yet? This might date the show. Anybody? That's crazy. I voted early, and I saw that in South Carolina, you didn't need to ask people who they voted for exit polls. You just needed to see whether or not they were wearing a mask. Mask, Democrat. No mask, Republican. Mask, Joe Biden. No mask. They would have voted for Mussolini, but he's dead. There was this one group of people that I couldn't quite figure out. And they were really well-dressed men, and they hung together a lot. And they were a bit flamboyant, and their hair was perfect, and their suits were Italian, and their shoes were European. And they had masks on, and it had a hole right here. And I was like, I couldn't, then it hit me. Lindsey Graham voters. True story. Yeah, that was it. Vince loves it when I say this. I used to be I just switched recently over into comedy as a career. I had spent the last 25 years as a state and national award-winning political reporter. Give me a round of applause.
Great job, Bill.
You're literally looking
You're
at
so
a member of the liberal media elite. This is it. This is what we look like. And and I decided that it was time to get out of reporting when they fired me. And no, it was weird. It turns out being a writer in a state where no one can read was a terrible business model. Any teachers here? I blame you. Suck off.
Yeah.
Oh God! But I'll say anything. I'll say anything. Last week, I'm 53 years old, and I know I don't look a day over 52. And I told my wife, I don't think Brad Pitt looks all that handsome anymore. I know, daring. And you know what she said? Leave the mask on. I'm almost finished. The best thing about making love to your wife while you're wearing a Brad Pitt mask, she can't tell you're crying. That's just great. Yeah. My daughter will say anything too, but she hates that I do comedy. She's like, oh my God, Dad. When she was 16, she went to James Island High School. Anyway, she was at James Island. And she's like, Dad, how come you couldn't be like a normal dad? Why do you have to tell all these dark, weird jokes? Why does everything have to be like mildly sexist? Oh my God, Dad. Why can't you just tell dad jokes? And I was like, what is a dad joke? And she said, like, if I came home and I said, hey, Dad, I'm hungry, you'd say, hey, hungry, I'm... Dad, good, right, yeah. Vince knows this because he wrote it. I said, okay, that sounds terrible, but I'd love to try. I'd be glad to do it because I love my daughter. And I had a chance 2 weeks later, right before she graduated high school. 11th grade, excuse me, my bad. And she goes, I've screwed up the timeline. Terrible Doctor Who show. She came up to me, she said, hey, Dad, I'm pregnant. And I said, hey, pregnant, I'm Dad. She's like, no, Dad, not now. Bad timing. I'm like, you're 16 and pregnant. Don't talk to me about timing. She said, Dad, can I get married? And I said, I don't know. Can you? I think you mean may I. And Kavanaugh's on there, so it's all screwed up. Move fast. And so I didn't say that. I said what any father says in that situation. Ask your mother. That's my time. Thank you so very much.
Give it up for Bill Davis. He's holding it. He was holding it on the end there. Freeze frame ending for Bill Davis. Keep it going for Bill Davis, everybody. Love that guy. So great. Oh, man. Hey, I think it's time for more neighborly advice from your friend Vince. Let's turn that monitor on so our live people can hear it. And let's get a little clip rolling. Here's a piece of neighborly advice. Let's say one of your neighbors was speeding and you retaliated by puncturing one of his tires. Make sure that guy does not have a security camera. If he does and you are caught, just deny. That wasn't you. Now that your neighbor has accused you of something that you actually did, it's time to retaliate. Because that guy had the balls to come to your front door and say that was you on the security camera, even though it was. Provide yourself a little bit of cover, go back to the same spot, commit the same crime, because fuck that guy. It's innocent till proven guilty, you piece of shit, and good luck proving anything with this stealthy little system I've created. You got nothing on me. You got nothing. You got nothing. How dare you accuse me of something I actually did? And listen, my neighbor's pressing charges, so if you can help me cover these legal fees, just go to Venmo and throw a little something to @neighborvince. Anything will help. You saw his car. He's got a Lexus. He's a rich dick. Help me fight this rich dick in court. All right? I got a Jeep Compass with a busted headlight. I don't got the fucking money. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. @neighborvince on Venmo. Help me fight this rich dick. All right. Hey, real quick, by round of applause, how many of you had to kind of maybe get a side hustle during quarantine? You tried to figure out, or during COVID, and maybe even in the live chat, if you just give it like, yeah, me too, I had to find a side hustle. I got a buddy named Carl. He found a side hustle during COVID. Here to talk about side hustles during COVID is my friend Carl. Let's get him out here. Carl, where you at?
All right.
Carl.
Oh boy, huh?
Carl.
Saturday night. There's my bud.
Yeah. Carl, man, you didn't really fill me in on what your side hustle was. So I'm very. You just said like, hey, I want to share with the people, like how to make money during.
Well, yeah.
What you been doing, man?
Well, my side hustle is actually very important. I'm a substitute yoga teacher. I don't know much about yoga, right? But I'm on the phone tree. So when Anastasia or Fantasia or Euthanasia needs somebody to fill in, that's when I come out, and they gave me a call and I was like, shit, I'll do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
It's all right. You can curse here, not in the yoga studio, but you can curse here.
Yeah, cathartic, really.
Yeah,
to curse.
man.
Well, sometimes it feels good.
Yeah. So you don't know much about yoga.
I know nothing about it.
But now you're teaching yoga classes. How do you get around that? I mean, what does your class look like?
Well, my class is generally about 10 to 15 people. It's a good, small, manageable class.
Uh-huh.
And they're definitely confused when I wheel in a big TV and start showing Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
And because I had to, they leave me a list of stuff to do, and I'm like, don't know that, don't know that, certainly don't know that. And I'm like, hey, find your center on this screen up here, and enjoy Harrison Ford in his prime. That's my gig.
Yeah, and I mean
that's 2 hours going right there. Oh, the camera adds like 30 pounds. Wow.
Carl, you look great, Carl. You look fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell me a little about your wardrobe here. You don't know much about yoga. Did you have to go buy the yoga like I see you're rocking the yoga pants. What's been your approach to looking the part at least, I
researched ancient cultures. And I came up with Amazon.com. Amazon.com got some yoga pants. It's like men's yoga pants, sexy. That was a keyword. And 5 stars. 5 stars, y'all.
Would recommend.
Would recommend.
Just real curious. What comes up in customers also purchase this when you buy men's yoga pants sexy on Amazon?
How to influence people.
How to win friends and influence people? The book?
The books. A lot of books came up. I was like, nope. Send me a Blu-ray or something. I mean, when I was in high school, I remember substitute teachers, and I'm not the one who wants to be your friend. I'm not necessarily that guy either. I'm like, I want there to be some discipline. You're not pulling one over on me.
Yeah.
So I prepared a couple phrases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really just the one phrase.
In
case I got any trouble, but I was going to say, hey, save your drama, stay for your namaste.
All right.
And never had a need for it. A lot of confused women just staring at me.
Carl, how have your students been responding? Do they enjoy your change of pace approach to yoga? What's that? I mean, what's the student feedback been like, man?
The student feedback has been what I consider to be the ultimate in concentration, and that is blank stares.
They're focused.
Clear your mind, focus on me.
Yeah,
We're gonna get somewhere.
that's right, man. I love it, dude.
And then,
have you been making some good money with this side hustle?
Oh, I've been making $100 every dang time I do it, and it's good. You know,
That's great.
because I'm also like, hey, that was a good class. Everybody feel good, you know, and they're like, yeah, I feel good. We sweated some watching that Raiders movie, and we sweated some watching that Paranormal Activity that you showed the next day, and so I'm like, let's go get a burger, and then and then I bring them to my restaurant and I serve them, and they tip me.
Yeah, that is your main hustle. Is your
That main hustle.
You kind of
Burger server. That's
Burger
my main,
server. Yeah.
main hustle.
That's right.
I don't make them. I just serve them.
Let me ask you a question, not to
Yeah.
put you on the spot. It's okay if the answer is no, but
Okay.
you got a great yoga saying,
Right.
No drama stay for the namaste.
Save your drama stay for the namaste.
Save your drama stay for the namaste.
Hey, I laugh every time I
It's
think
so
about it.
good. It's so good.
It's good. It's stern. Stern.
Now, Carl, you seem like a guy of slogans. I've known you for a while. We come in here, we hang out in the garage now that it's cleaned out. I mean, do you have a good burger slinging slogan?
Not really. Other than I just say, take it cheesy, and
And then you give them a burger.
right, I give them a burger.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have cheese on it, I say, take it easy. I would say take it cheesy if you got cheese on it, but they're generally walking away by that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Hey, Carl, since you're a laid back guy, now you got
Yeah,
this yoga
yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Earlier this
Resume
week.
check.
Yeah. Earlier this week, I went to Facebook and I asked, my Facebook friends if they could maybe share some of their grievances that they have with their neighbors, and maybe we can talk out some of those grievances, how to solve those
Yeah,
grievances. Cool. You ready
Yeah.
for that?
I'll bring a slice of cheese.
Yeah. Hey, Grandma, you're still here?
I'm here.
Grandma's still here. Maybe we'll get Grandma to come back and answer this.
You want me to use the door?
No, come on through. You're already here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Sweet.
didn't see that.
Here's Grandma.
I'm here.
There's people out there.
Sweet.
My bad.
All right. I'm going to Facebook. Full disclosure, my phone's at 1% because of course it is. All right. It's probably gonna die, but I'm gonna. I got a couple of great
What's up?
posts. All right. So here's a great one. My Aunt Peggy. Shout out to Aunt Peggy. All right. She said, I just moved in and I was trying to be nice to my new neighbor that I share the cul-de-sac with. So I mowed their yard when I was mowing my yard. Then he tells me he likes to keep his quote-unquote expensive grass at exactly 4 inches and was kind of rude about it. So how does Aunt Peggy handle this situation? Carl, Grandma, give some advice to Aunt Peggy right now. What do you think?
Oh, you gotta unleash rats in his house. We need him gone.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying let's not create harmony. Let's get this guy and his expensive grass out of here.
He's gotta move ASAP.
Let's clear the cul-de-sac.
We don't
what do you-
need those in our cul-de-sac.
No, not here. It doesn't happen on this street.
Expensive grass.
Carl, you got something for this one?
Yeah, I think that's called compensation, and it's a dirty thing that neighbors get sometimes. They try to outshine their fellow neighbors, and I think the key to being a good neighbor is just keep on your own and look out the window when you hear a noise, and occasionally scowl at somebody who drives by.
Oh, thank you.
That you don't like.
Got a fully charged cell phone coming in here. Thank you, Bill
Wow.
Davis. Appreciate that. All right. Aunt Peggy, here's my advice. I think you get that guy a 4-inch ruler, and you tell him that you can use this to measure your grass, and you could probably use this to measure something else. You give him a little, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
penis
Imply he's got a
I changed
small
my answer.
dick.
I
He's
changed
got
my
long
answer.
grass, small dick. Here's a 4-inch
That's the one.
ruler, you piece of shit.
also changed
And
my
it'll
answer.
settle everything. It'll
I didn't-
settle everything.
I said compensation. I didn't think about the dick thing.
Yeah, for sure.
His penis did not cross my mind either, and I wish it did.
Yeah. Here's one from my cousin Heather. Not related to Aunt Peggy, different side of the family. Cousin Heather on the mom's side Peggy on the dad side. I live in a townhouse. Neighbor has cameras with audio on both front and back doors. Our patios are separated by a wooden fence. Sometimes when I sit on my patio talking on the phone, I have friends over, we sit outside. Now I can't, because no matter when I'm outside, the conversation is being recorded, and that is creepy. I've expressed this nicely, and she says, don't worry, I don't listen to your personal conversations. Carl, going to come to you, man. How much trouble would you get in if your neighbors heard your front and back porch conversations?
I don't have neighbors. I live on a plot of land that I'm technically squatting, and I've built what you might in the building industry they call a lean-to, and it does what I need it to.
There he is with that turn of phrase.
So yeah, I'm good at wordplay.
He's good at wordplay, this guy.
So I don't have neighbors, and I think neighbors are a choice.
That's a good point. Neighbors are a choice. Just real quick, the whole conceit of this bit was that you were my neighbor, so it's okay. We're off track.
No, I'm living with Brenda down there.
Oh, you're not in the house down the street anymore?
No, I don't live there anymore.
Carl, what happened?
Brenda kicked me out because she said your hair's getting too long. I said, this is me. This is who I am. And she said, you gotta leave.
Brenda, take Carl back. Hashtag take Carl back. Let's get that trending. Let's get that trending on all the social medias.
He can pay his rent now. Take him back.
Let's do it. All right, and here's another good one that I really liked from my friend. We're not related. We're not kin. Shout out to all the people that commented and posted. I really appreciate you. Here's one. My neighbor is too nice. The second I pull in the driveway, he's there to help carry in any groceries or ask me about my day, pull out my trash and recycling to the curb before I even get a chance. Makes me feel obligated to be nice in return when all I want to do is be a hermit recluse. You've got a too nice neighbor. How do you handle that, Grandma?
You release rats into their house. Nobody likes a rat. You just keep, once they take care of one, maybe you send two. Okay, so they catch two, they buy more traps, the other you send three. Then you send four, then maybe you send five until it's too many for them to catch and they put a for sale sign in their yard.
That's good.
Grandma, do you have a rat problem at your house?
I've never had a rat problem in my house. I'm a great goddamn neighbor.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I can chime in on this.
Hit it, Carl.
Your neighbor has what we call in one of the side gigs I've had a hermit fetish, and is turned on by people who are hermits, and therefore
the too nice neighbor is attracted to our hermit neighbor.
To the hermit
who
neighbor. Shout
out to Lauren. Thank you for posting, Lauren.
Loves that. And it's
Yeah.
like come on, get out. And when you say no or something, he's just like, whoa, yeah, all right. Gotta work on this one. But ultimately just wants to sleep with you,
Yeah. He thinks you're playing hard to get, so just be very open and honest and say, I'm not interested.
Right.
In your advances.
Right.
I like a bad boy.
Right.
Come in and take my groceries and throw them on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, is this you now?
No, I'm just, I like all boys. I like all the boys. Yeah.
Was the hypothetical neighbor in all these situations you?
It was. The post was, please air your grievances that you have with me. And we will talk them out. Yeah, I like my expensive grass 4 inches long. So what? Yeah, I got cameras on the front and back porch that record. Yeah, I'm nice. Deal with it. I'm a good neighbor that runs a comedy show that provides booze. Who cares?
Yeah.
Then I take everything I said back about the rats. It wasn't me.
All right. Sweet. All right. I think it's time to bring out our last stand-up comedian. Our show is coming to a close. Are you guys ready? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Sweet. All right. You gonna roll over into that ball?
I'm just gonna use it to get up.
You're just gonna get up? All right.
Okay, that was perfect.
Carl and Grandma, everybody. Give it up for Carl and Grandma, everybody.
Cheers, right there.
Shout out to Bill Davis for the phone. Thanks to Aunt Peggy, Heather, Lauren, and all my friends that posted. Here we go. I got a little, Henry, lean back in, Henry.
Hey, what are we?
We talked a little bit about the setup that we had and we had to make do.
Yeah.
We had a cancellation.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah. Our good friend Tim Heckel, he was supposed to be on the show. Tim and I do a different monthly show elsewhere.
Right.
And he couldn't make it. his kid was playing on the slide. Feet went out from under him, hit his head, had to go to the hospital. Kid's bleeding. Yeah. So I put in a last minute call, a late call to a good friend of mine. His name is Tom Comedy. That's kind of his stage name, Tom Comedy.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of him. You've heard of him?
Yeah,
He does middle school assemblies.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tom Comedy does middle school assemblies, and obviously during COVID and quarantine, his line of work has dried up. He's a little on edge. He's a little stressed out. But I want to give him a gig. I want to throw him a bone here. Tim canceled. Who do I know? In my contacts, Tom is next to Tim. Tom Comedy, everybody.
Did you call me?
Tom Comedy, here he is. Give it up for Tom Comedy. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Go take over the microphone. Tom Comedy, everybody.
Thanks, Vince.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, whoa, what is it? What am I, a magician up here? Come on. All these napkins. Hey, whoa. Anyway, thanks so much for having me. My name's Tom, and it's been a rough year. I think we all know that, and especially for me. I've been road dogging it for a while on the. I've been dogging it on the middle school assembly circuit for a while, and they hire me to do shows for schools and for students, and I go from town to town, and I do a little G-rated comedy for the kids, and they love me. They love me, and but it's been hard with everything going on. But I've got a few Zoom gigs coming up after the winter holidays, so I thought I'd come here and just maybe practice some of my new routine for after the winter holiday, and we can't say Christmas anymore, right? Come on. Oh, God, but I've had some rough times, but seriously, the winter holidays for Christians, right? Come on, all right, guys? No, not now, Tom, okay? Not now, all right. But I'm just going to practice. We've all had to pivot over this year, pivot. I've been doing so much pivoting, I feel like Chubby Checker up here. I'm doing the twist, Oh, God. But I'm going to practice some of my new routine for my middle school students, and I hope you enjoy it. And, I'm sorry if there's a lot of work all week. And then you get homework on the weekends, It's like you're trying to have a slumber party, huh? You're trying to have a slumber party, you're playing truth or dare. Hey, I dare you to do my homework, huh? That Miss Flaherty gave me because she's an unhappy dyke.
Whoa, Tom.
What? We know it.
Tom.
Oh, you got 3 golden retrievers, huh? Yeah.
Tom,
Vinny?
Take it easy, Tom. Calm down.
I'm sorry, but I thought they would like that. I thought the kids would like that. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. So is that not good for your neighborhood? Okay, all right. Anywho. So, we get it, right? We get it. We're school-age kids, And now we're doing Zoom school, huh? Zoom school. You got that, huh? Zoom school. Can you see me? Am I on mute? Zoom school. Yeah, when I was in school, I was zooming through school. That's why I got straight C's, because I was zooming through my work. I'm just joking. I didn't get just C's. I also had ADD. That's why they pumped me for fucking Ritalin. They gave me so much Ritalin that they could freaking make a rhino comatose. Just like all you sheep. Just like all you sheep. You ever take Ritalin, motherfuckers? You ever had Ritalin, Vinny? It makes you a zombie, man. A zombie. Because that's what all you are. 12-year-old zombies playing fucking Fortnite, jerking each other off with a headset on. Have fun getting a job, kids. Have fun getting a job. I got a word problem for you. I got a fucking word problem for you. Amtrak leaves St. Louis 11 p.m. Hits Miami on the overnight. You meet a Cuban guy with a key of cocaine in Miami. How about that? A, you blow all the coke. B, you get a hooker. C, you pass out face down, butt naked on a lifeguard chair in Miami Beach. Be all of the goddamn above. How about that?
Tom!
Is that all right for you? I'm sorry, guys.
Tom!
Anywho, who remembers overhead projectors? Still got those? Still doing those? Huh? Remember that? Put the little clear paper on there with the marker, right? Teacher's hands got the blue ink on it. Anywho, if you remember an overhead projector, go get some rope and hang yourself. Because there's nothing out there, kids. There's nothing. Remember when I was talking about truth or dare? Truth! You can't handle the truth of this life. Okay, kids? End it. Play Fortnite, jerk off, and kill yourself, kids. Fuck the government. Fuck the government. That's what Tom Comedy's here to tell you, guys. And guess what? Old Tommy hasn't paid taxes in 35 years. No one said shit. Don't pay taxes. Fuck the government. Take flights with other people's passports. Oh my God. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is, learning from home is hard for everyone. Everyone. Parents, kids, learning from home. Vinny, you know what? When I was a kid, I learned from home. You know what I learned from home? How to beat my wife and do cocaine. Thanks, Dad. How you doing? I'm still here, Dad. Fuck bullshit. You know what? No. These kids gotta know that they're sheep. They gotta know they're sheep. Because if they don't, they're gonna get goddamn sweater made out of them, and I don't want that. Look at me right now. You're on Zoom. I want you to know that there's nothing better than a 12-year-old in middle school watching MTV, wondering how Axl Rose's wife died. How did she die on November Rain? How? I don't know. It was a great song. Halfway through, the wife's dead. Slash does a couple solos. We're having fun. She's dead. She's dead. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't splurge for the graphing calculator, kids. Someone else will have one, Someone else will have one. You ain't graphing shit. You're playing Snake all day. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. This is great, I'll tell you. I am having fun. Haven't had this much fun in a while, Vinny. I'm happy. I'm glad I'm back out there.
Tom, I'm glad I called you, man. Thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate it.
Hey, I needed this. I needed this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. I needed this. What's this microphone? Can we switch it up?
We can.
Can we switch it up?
It's gonna
Because,
affect anything.
yeah, who cares? I don't know. Now I'm goddamn David Letterman, which is I've never been on Letterman before. You know why? Because my agent fucked me. That's why. Hollywood's a rough business, kids. You want to be an actor? Don't, okay? Stick to the TikTok. I'm on TikTok. How we doing? I'm on TikTok. How's it going, kids? I'm TikToking. Hello, what time is it? I don't know. Because I'm an old man that's never been in love. That's why I'm on the road doing middle school gigs, and I'm looking right at the whole country right now. And what I'm saying is, boobs. Can you see that? I wrote boobs. That's all you need to do on your calculator, kids. Don't do math, okay? 58008. It's boobs all day, baby. Good Lord. 7734. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, anyhow, good Lord. Remember when that cart would come in with the TV?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you knew that the gym teacher left his porn tape in there again. Ah! Ah! Fuck police! Fuck them. I'll say it. Defund them. Defund them. And fuck them. Add that to your goddamn bumper sticker. Fuck pigs. Fry them like bacon. I don't goddamn care. Come at me. Come at me. What are you gonna do? Tell your principal? Good Lord. Goddamn, yeah, I smoked in the bathroom. Smoked 2 doobies. And then I fucking clogged the toilet and ran the hell out of there. Pulled the fire alarm and said, suck my dick. Because I am the king of this school. I own this school. Kids, I'm scared. Kids, I'm scared.
Tom.
What?
Tom.
I don't know. I'm thinking about calling old Clark up. Who's the yoga
Carl.
teacher guy? Because
Carl.
I'm sorry.
Carl, you saw, Carl left.
Carl, come on up here, hot Carl, because I'll tell you what. I got a lot of drama and it's staying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's namasteing.
Namasteing right in my gut. Good Lord.
Well, look, listen, Tom.
I thought I was going to come up here, do some jokes about middle school, and I
Yeah.
started saying the F word, and I don't know what happened there.
Listen, Tom.
I'm so sorry. All your neighbors hate me, and your
No,
daughters are
no,
weak
you guys
right
give
now.
up for Tom. He's okay.
Your daughters, shut up! You're all sheep. Don't listen to him.
Tom.
You are! Oh, Facebook, like. Oh, I'm Aunt Patty. Blue Lives Matter. Fuck you, Patty, you fucking boomer. I'll tell you what right now. I've been running from the cops my whole life. Hopping freight trains, living like a hobo. And I freaking loved it. Heart. What is that, a cannon? Fuck the fucking corporations. I have a homemade camera I made from a 3D printer. I'll tell you what, it doesn't hurt anybody, okay? But I will never support a corporation like Canon, nor Nikon, nor any. What are some other camera companies?
Kodak.
Give them to me.
Kodak.
Kodak can suck a dick. That's the 80s, bro. Fujifilm, eat my pussy. What? I'm sorry. Can you turn the camera to Vince real quick? I can't do it.
Okay.
I just told Fujifilm to eat. I can't. I got nothing else.
All right, listen,
All right, so,
Tom.
okay.
Tom, I want to say 2 things to you. Number one, I hope tonight was a cathartic experience.
I don't know what it was. I don't know. I
Hope
just
you
I
let
want
it
to get back
out.
out in front of the kids, you know?
And number 2, do not do any of that on your Zoom calls, man. Do not do any of that on your Zoom
Well,
calls.
they could just mute me.
Yeah.
They could just put me on mute until I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
What about Google Hangouts?
Yeah, you
that
ever do
cool
a
too?
show on Google? Yeah, if you do a show on Google Hangouts, call them Giggle Hangouts.
Shut you. I love you, man.
I love you
I
too,
love you.
dude. That's you. That's yours. Giggle Hangouts.
Giggle. Vince, come here for a second.
Can we do a socially distanced
Yeah,
hug?
let's do it because I need it so bad right now, man.
If I hug you from behind, it'll be less COVID.
Do it, man.
Tom, I love you, man. His heart's beating fast, and his heart's in the right place, y'all.
And I
His
love,
heart's beating fast, and it's in the right place.
I love the students too. I've had some stuff happen, and you know, man. You know.
I know, dude. I know.
All
Hey,
right.
we're gonna get you back on track.
How do we end this? Do I do another thing, or do
Just
we just end?
plug
Okay.
what you got coming up, and then
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
close
okay.
out the show.
I got Jefferson Middle School. Having what? There's nothing wrong with Jefferson. Is he? Oh shit, there is. Okay, so now, you know what? Scratch that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna go to West Ashley Middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out.
And then I'm gonna lay some stuff down there, and hopefully don't get arrested. But hey, if I did, come find me.
Come find me.
Come get me.
Tom
Come get
Comedy,
me.
everybody.
And hey, thanks everybody.
Give it up for Tom Comedy. That's my buddy right there. We did him a solid tonight. He was obviously, like we talked about, a little on edge, and we saw that. He went over the edge tonight, but we love the guy, and hopefully that was a cathartic experience for him. And, all right, yeah, you can just leave right there. Yeah, all right, buddy. See you, man. All right. Bye, Tom. Love you, man. Oh, man. God, I love that Tom Comedy. Give it up for Tom Comedy. Oh, I'm crying over here. I'm sweating. This cardigan is a bad choice. You guys want to see something fun? You guys want to see something fun to close the show? Just being vulnerable with my neighbors? Check out these pit stains right here. Check them out. Check them out, dude. That's for the live viewers. I wouldn't have showed those pit stains pre-kids. Now, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I got kids and I sweat. Who cares, you know?
Tom Comedy fired you up.
Tom Comedy fired
Vince
me.
Fabra?
Yeah, this is Vince Fabra. Officers, if we're being loud, we're done. This is it. We're closing the show.
No, dude,
Vince,
you're
not
under
that.
arrest.
For what?
Your neighbor pressed charges, bro.
For what?
For taking that screwdriver to his Lexus tire? Ring any bells?
I got this. You can't prove it was me under that umbrella and the security camera.
Oh. We can. This guy's nickname is Eyes.
Because I have two, and I know how to use them.
So what are you saying right now?
Dude, those videos you showed on this dope-ass show are confessions.
Incriminating evidence. Old Eyes doesn't need his glasses to see that.
So we're gonna let you say your goodbyes, wrap it up, thank everybody you gotta thank, and then you gotta come with us, because you're going to the clink.
Okay.
The
Well-
big house.
Well, this feels
Yeah,
like
finish.
this feels like a good time to throw up that Venmo one more time.
Get your donations, pal.
I need some bail money.
You're gonna need 'em.
I am gonna get arrested for popping my neighbor's.
You're gonna need some commissary money where you're going.
Yeah, the rich
A
dick.
shower flip-flop so you don't have to make them out of maxi pads.
The rich dick press charges, ladies and gentlemen.
Cigarettes
and,
are currency in there.
And I need some Venmo donations. If you enjoyed the show and you want to help me have a quick stay in jail so I can get bailed out, please, by all means, go to @NeighborVince on Venmo, donate what you can, and give it up real quick for Evan Burke. Come on. For Bill Davis. For Tom Comedy. Grandma, Tess, Brandon, Carl, Henry. Pop in this camera, Henry. Get in this. There he is. There's Henry. All my neighbors. I guess I'm under arrest, so I'll see you guys next time. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you.